Jesse Foster
welcomes you to Father Nation,
where other dads illuminate your path to become a better father.
Prepare to enter into the man cave.
I'm interested in the interplay between family, self, and the environment. So using those three things to create a more sustainable world for our kids. I mean, it's something that I'm very think about all the time. How are my actions doing the best thing for my family? How are my actions doing the best thing for myself, both physically and mentally? And then also, how are my actions going to affect society moving forward? Because I don't want to leave behind for my daughter a world that's even in less good shape than what is currently going on today. We're convinced that success means certain things. And for one of those things is for many years, right, the culture of success surrounds this idea of having a big house, a big yard. And I feel like that's kind of changing over time because, we realize that, hey, we could be successful, we could get that big mortgage, that big house, that big yard. But what ends up happening is we spend most of our time maintaining that house or working to pay the bills for that house. And instead of spending time with our family, spending time taking care of ourselves and worrying about what that impact has on the environment, we instead, are slaving away at our jobs to service this dream that maybe isn't necessarily the best thing for any of those things. Quote that not necessarily about fatherhood directly, but I think it's very related, and it's by Roald Dahl, and the quote is, "A little nonsense now and then is cherished by the wisest men." And so I think we're on this podcast, and we want to take fatherhood very seriously. We want to make sure that we're making all the right moves and doing all the right things, but sometimes I think we need to think of fatherhood as an ability to a way of channeling our inner child. Like, when else do we have the right to just go to the park and slide down the slides, or go to the park and swing on the swings? Like, if you were doing that as a grown man, people would look at you very strangely. But if you have your daughter on your lap, it all makes sense, and really it's so great for yourself as well to get outside and do those kinds of things. So it's a great excuse to sort of unleash your inner nonsense in some ways. A little nonsense now and then is cherished by the wisest men, and it's Roald Dahl.